It's difficult to put into words.
What?
You have stolen my dreams. Entire ecosystems are collapsing.
Yeah, we're back. What's up, everybody? This is Frank. We're back from our quiet week. It was a little quiet here at Pulsewave Trading, but we're back in full force with an emergency market algo update. And it's funny, guys, because whenever I have any kind of special title, I run it by Dex. And today I just didn't even need to. And he said to me, you read my mind that it's an emergency market algo. I'm like, I figured. So welcome back, folks. And we're here, of course, with my main man, Dex, the Algo Capitalist. And Will Hong has joined us, the wonderful, guys, legendary HK trader. So I've got two amazing minds here to talk about these markets. And it really is an emergency market algo crash destruction update. So what are your thoughts starting off? I'll let you guys just sort of what's on the top of your mind. It's a stupid way to put it, but you know what I mean. What's sort of heading your thoughts today going into this wild week? Whoever starts.
You start us off, Will, because you were mentioning the bonds.
That'd be great.
Talking. All right, as everyone is focusing on the DXY hitting 106 today. I was watching the bond markets this morning, and I see the spread between the 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. They're all right around the same line. So that tells us the bond markets, the smartest guys in the room telling the Fed, you either have to print or it's going to be a recession. So we're at a breaking point. And
start up the printers again.
Yeah. And one thing I have never seen this in my 25 years of trading history is I've never seen a 1 year and a 10-year cross. Never, ever. So that tells you the bonds markets are very dire. So the smart money are parking into the UST bills for flight to qualities. So coincide with DXY at 106. So that's the bread and butter for this morning.
Wild stuff. What's on your mind, Dex?
Well, as my man Will just put it so eloquently, we're at the crossroads of firsts. So for the first time ever that he's seen, this yield inversion stuff go down. This is the first time for something else, in my opinion, which is even worse. Remember my documentaries that I did in 2016? One of the biggest takeaways from both documentaries is that everything that can be known, that is known at the current time, is already factored into the price. And that if you know where to look and know how to look, the markets are already prognosticating for you, telling you what's about to happen. And we just had another sign this past holiday weekend, 4th of July weekend. For the first time in my remembrance, being alive on Earth, I have never seen it ever. I cannot recall a time when the market actually was down on the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
It's always had some sort of a rally. Even if it wasn't a powerful one, the markets would never end up red on 4th of July. So if 4th of July was either before 4th of July, like the day before, or either the day after, within that 48-hour period, there would always be some kind of green. But this time, the market did not rally. This time, the market is negative. This is the first time ever. It was so set your watch by it type of a thing that there will be time when we would just we'll go long, in the futures just for the heck of it, because we knew we would get some kind of rally out of it. Whether you had a trading signal or not, you could set your watch by it. It was good for a little bit of coinage. This is the first time ever that I've seen it where the market did not rally on the 4th of July and it's down. To me, that speaks volumes. To me, that's like one of the last nails in the coffin to say that the empire that you once knew as United States of America has come to an end, and that the nation is collapsing and starting to do so in an accelerated level, to the point where even the central banks, the Federal Reserve, can do nothing about it. Nothing about it. Yeah. So that's something to think about as we're moving forward. It seems as if, I mean, you have to really just think about it even just a little bit. You don't even have to hurt yourself. Just think about it just a little bit. just do the knowledge to this, okay? So when we examine the Federal Reserve or the Department of Treasury, you have to look at two things. There's only one of two answers that you can come away with. And you can apply this even to our government, our national defense, our foreign policy. You can apply this to anything where we're talking about speaking truth to power, okay? Either the powers that be are extremely incompetent or they're extremely evil. Which one is it? Now, if you say they are extremely incompetent, then that would explain why the Federal Reserve never sees any trouble coming on the horizon. And when anyone brings it up, they say, no, there is no evidence to suggest a recession. No one could have known that the housing market was going to implode in 2008. None of this was foreseeable. Even though every week on CNBC, they were bringing on people like Peter Schiff and Reggie Middleton and a whole bunch of other people warning, sounding the alarm, saying this is unsustainable. It's not going to end good at all. It's going to end very bad. You guys need to stop this and do something about it before it's too late. And they would always have the federal chairperson laugh. They'll have Congress people and senators laughing. You don't know what you're talking about. Go sit down somewhere. All right, the grown people are talking right now. And they kept doing that. And then after the bad things happened that people said were going to happen, they said there's no way we could have known. What do you mean there's no way anyone could have known? For months, you had people warning you that this was going to happen, and you told them there's no evidence that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
So that means, which one are you going to go with? Are you going to go with that means you're incompetent? And not just the Federal Reserve, but the Department of Treasury, the Federal Reserve, everyone in charge of the Senate Finance Committee, anyone who deals with money that's attached to the federal government is extremely incompetent and should be fired, right? Because that's what you do with an incompetent employee. You don't keep them at their job so they can continue to be incompetent. You move them out of the position and put someone in there that knows what they're doing. Now, if you say no, even though they've really dropped the ball on numerous occasions, they're not incompetent. They're very smart people. They have doctorate degrees in economics and finance and, potato chips and painting Skittles. They have degrees, advanced degrees in all these things. So then you have to ask, okay, so if they're not incompetent, then that means they're extremely evil, because who would purposely make such boneheaded decisions over and over again? By your own admission, you just admitted that they know what they're doing and they're the smartest people in the world. Well, if that's the case, then that means that they're the most evil people in the world, because they're deliberately doing something that they know is detrimental to society on purpose and doing it over and over and over again. So which is it? Are they extremely incompetent, pretending to be intelligent, or are they very evil and this is all being done on purpose? You can't have it both ways. It's either or. You go ahead and pick it.
Mm-hmm. And we're seeing signs of that throughout our entire culture, where people are realizing that those who are in charge are deliberately doing all this. It's just starting to ooze out everywhere, in the entertainment industry, in medical, everywhere. They're all just putting it together, and you can't unsee it.
No, you can't. But they keep making excuses and saying we're incompetent and no one's holding them accountable. They're starting to say, you know what, we're going to choose the incompetent. We'll choose that one. And so now they're coming on there, you know, being victims.
Yeah.
If you listen to Janet Yellen, she's a victim.
Yeah.
A victim of this catastrophic thing that has fallen upon her, and she's an innocent person. She doesn't know these things, and they don't know what to do. Same thing with all the other Federal Reserve people. Same thing with the Department of Treasury. Same thing with all the government officials, from the president, the vice president, all the way down. The whole judicial situation is all incompetent, and we should be pitied. No, you should all be fired. They should hold some type of emergency meeting right now. Seriously. And just fire the entire U.S. government structure. Everyone who is in government is fired as of effective immediately, because they just admitted they're incompetent and they don't know what they're doing. People who,
but we know that's not what it is. It's not firing. It's firing squad, because they are evil.
Well, you know, in some countries, that's exactly what they do. You know, either you do what we have appointed you to do, and if you don't do it right, we're going to shoot you.
For real. Hey,
I mean,
I have to interrupt because we have our next thing to get through. We're doing our trader training today, right from our dashboard. If you are a member with our Pulsewave Paradise membership or above, which you can get at pulsewavetrading.com, you can get in on this live call we're about to do moments from now. Just $11 a month. We do them twice a week. Yeah, we didn't do them last week, but we were on vacation. We're back this week in full effect. So check it out, pulsewavetrading.com. And for those of you, you know what to do. Pulsewavers, go to the Pulsewave blog, the PW Paradise blog, and we're going to go live in just a minute to discuss this even further. So, Dex, we had a couple of questions. There's probably too many to take right now, but there was one. I had it just a minute ago. Oh, here from Lowrider. If war breaks out in Europe, don't you think capital will flee to U.S. equities? What do you guys think about that?
No, because the U.S. is part of Europe. When you say Europe, you mean the West. The U.S. is also a part of the West.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, if your house is on fire, if your entire house is engulfed in flames, is it going to help you to move from the bedroom to the bathroom? If the entire house is engulfed, doesn't matter which room of the house you move to, your house is engulfed. You need to get out.
It's too big. It's just too big. And real quick before we go, we did get asked about a couple of things. First, big problems with Coinbase. I don't know, Will or Dex, if you guys have any comment on this, but there's talk of Nexo buying Coinbase. And then at least KuCoin is, well, the headline here, their KCS token tanks amid insolvency rumors. But just scanning through it, their guy is saying no, we're fine, we're hiring people. So here we go. Beware of FUDs. This was from the 1st, July 1st. Not sure who's spreading these sheer rumors and what their intentions are, but KuCoin does not have any exposure to Luna, 3AC, Babel, etc. No immense suffering from any coin collapse. No plan to halt withdrawals. Well, I hope all of that is true, as it's a tool we've used quite a bit. But any thoughts on that, guys, before we go to our closed call?
For those that have not had the pleasure of doing so, you need to go to Pulsewave Trading here on YouTube and watch the 2 documentaries I did in 2016, where I prophesied this moment. I told you that the powers that be were coming for the crypto industry and that they were going to do their best to take it down and or overtake it and co-opt it, take control of it, and then roll out their own version that's going to be the new control grid. That's what you see happening right now. This is not happening organically. Someone is giving it a push. Consider it, economic hitmen, economic terrorism. That's what's happening right now in the crypto space.
All right. With that, Will, do you have anything to add? Sorry, buddy.
Exercise common sense.
What'd you say? Your mic went out a little.
Exercise common sense,
All right, we're only sort of hearing Will. So sorry, Will. Don't mean to talk over you, but I can't hear you. All right, folks, head over to pulsewavetrading.com. If you're a member, you know where to go. Head over to that dashboard. get ready for Tuesday training and ETH trade update. And we're going to keep talking about all this stuff. So thanks for being with us, folks. We'll see you Pulse Wavers momentarily. We're going to get that one. Let's see. It's 12:50 Eastern right now. We're going to go live on that one after our bathroom break at 12:55. So 12:55 Eastern, we'll go live with that call, and we'll take any questions there, as many as we can. And we'll see you folks soon. But we are over and out.